So anyway, so some of those email addresses popped back to me, so those popped back. And then I also did some texting for inviting and reminding them to come. And I sent out 2 waves. The first one was kind of like, hey, it's coming, get ready, you know, that kind of thing. And then the next one was the actual invitation. So I started planning probably about a month out. That's probably about how much time I take to plan, because by the time I get everybody invited and everything. Number 3, I price my stuff to sell. I want to move it. And so all of my items are pretty much priced from $3 to $14. That's just what I do. Make it inexpensive, let it go. But it also depends on how long it's been in line as well. They're all priced anywhere from 65 to 85% off, pretty much. My watches, if they need a battery, they're $15. If they don't need a battery, they're $20. So that's how I move the watches, and I'll tell you, I sell so many watches that need a battery, they don't care. And then the men's watches, I typically price those around $20 to $25. So that's what I do. Now, I also discounted my current line this year because I needed cruise points, because they did the double bonus points right after I had surgery, and I couldn't get out and do as many shows as I wanted to do. So I did a BOGO, buy one, get one at 50% off. And that's what I did, and that worked out just great. So anyways, also number 4, I give away a lot, but I reap a lot of rewards. I do a buying special, and the ladies love this. It's called my Lucky 7, and when they purchase 7 items, they get their 8th item free. And usually it's a $3, $5, $6 item. I mean, it's a real inexpensive piece of jewelry, but they're so excited to get one of those free. And so I do that. That's a little buying special that I do. I also have a lot of items on my various tables, and I mark them free. So if it's things like I've had for several years and it hasn't sold, or you know, it's a grandma pin or something, you know, I just mark it free. And I cannot tell you how many ladies that have come to previous sample sales, and they're looking at all my tables. And what it does is it kind of gets them in all your tables, looking at all the jewelry. And so I just mark those things free. I had one girl come and like find 6 items. She was so excited. She bought some stuff too, which was good. But anyways, but that's what I do. I mark some stuff free. I also have several tables. I don't want them bunched into one spot shopping. I want them to have plenty of room to breathe, take their time, and not feel rushed. And so I have a lot of tables throughout my house with all kinds of different things on it, you know, silver, gold, whatever, 2-tone. So anyways, I do that. Everyone gets a gift just for coming. Usually what I do is at the end of this year, after Christmas, I'll go shopping and I'll find, you know, gift tags, maybe Post-it notes. They're all Christmas type themed stuff. And that's what I give as gifts. And I stick one in each of their bags as they check out. So just a great idea to give them a little something, something. They don't really care. It's just a nice little appreciation gift just for them coming to my home and being at my sample cell. So I like to show appreciation. I'm a real appreciation person. And number 5, getting people to attend. I do a giveaway for $300 in free jewelry to one person. And basically all of the drawing tickets that are accumulated for the different things that I do, which I'll be telling you that, what I do is I do a drawing from all those, and somebody wins $300 in free jewelry. And they're excited about that. And I think that's what gets the people to come, you know, because I'm giving away a bunch of stuff. I give them 20 tickets for any past customer or hostess that's attending, because it was my 20th year. In years past, it was 17 tickets, 18 tickets, whatever. But I just go with whatever year I'm in for my sample set to give them just for coming, if they've been a past hostess or a customer. Then I also give them 5 tickets for letting me know they'll be in attendance. Give them 5 tickets for that. And then for every friend they bring that was not invited by me, they're going to get another 5 tickets for that. When they host a style session with me during 2013 or 2014, they're going to receive another 25 tickets. Okay, so it's a lot of tickets, but you know how it is at your shows, the tickets, everybody wants tickets, and that's how it is for my sample stuff. They love having lots of tickets in my drawing. So anyway, I also make sure that I put my drawing bags near me. I have them on my bar. I was in my kitchen, and usually I don't move from there for hours. I'm just writing ticket after ticket after ticket. And if Chris is home, he helps me, and if not, I hire someone to come help me, because it's just overwhelming to have everybody standing there in line. It makes me very nervous. Anyway, so I do get help. But I put those near me so that I can make sure that I remember to tell them to register for stuff. So I was just going to show you what it kind of looks like. They're just these little bags, and then I have a little note on there that tells them, take time to hear about the premiere opportunity, receive this. And I have these lined up on my bar, and they get to drop their tickets in these bags, okay? So that's just something that I do. And I'll let you ask questions in just a minute. You know how fast I am. So anyway. But I want to get this on with first. Also, by my bag that says when you host a show, receive free jewelry, I put $250 laying there, and I have the money here, and I have that laying by the bag. I want to have a visual there for them. And also for the opportunity, I have $200 laying there because I want visuals by those bags. So anyway, so that's what I do with that.
Wait, let me ask you, are the drawing bags, you give a gift?
The drawing bags are where their tickets are going to go.
Yes.
And then I put all the tickets together, and then I do one drawing from all the tickets. It's just an incentive to make them put their tickets in different bags. Yeah, I know. It doesn't make sense to you, but it works. Do what?
It doesn't matter what bag.
No, not really. It's just decorative, and it makes them go to each bag, because what the end result is I want them to fill out this registration form, which I'm getting to. So that's my end result. I want them to fill out this registration bag. So I want them to go from bag to bag and put their tickets in, and then they fill out this registration form, and then that tells me if they want to hear about premiere, if they want to have a show, etc. So it's just kind of to build the excitement that they got tickets for every category, basically. Okay? So it just works for me. I'm just telling you, it works for me. So anyway, and then number 7 is I thank everyone. I send out a thank you to everyone who attended, and I sent this to Julie. She'll have it in her email. But it's just a thank you to thank them for coming, and I announce who actually won. The girl who won the $300 in free jewelry goes on here. And I also put on there if they purchase an additional item, they can get it at 50% off through January. But if they purchase 2 items, they can purchase 2 items through December 15th. So what I'm trying to do is build my December, because sometimes my December I have lots of cancellations because it's December sometimes. And so I have cancellations, so what I want to try and do is build my CV for that month. So I just give them a special and thank them for coming. So it's just a little thank you. So anyways, that's what I do. And then if they decide they want to use it for January, they can use it for January. I also put on there that they cannot use it at a home show setting. I put that little note on my thank you, so they understand they can't take it to a home show and use it. So that's just something that really works well for me. I have them call me and they buy more stuff. So that works really well for me. Some tips. I play Christmas music, try and get them in the spirit when they come in the door, not, you rest you merry gentlemen. I play like rocking around the Christmas tree, something peppy and fun, because I'm a peppy girl. And I also have shopping bags ready when they walk through the door. I hand everybody a shopping bag, or I have whoever's there helping me, hand them shopping bags. I keep refreshments really simple, and it's stuff that I can keep out all day. Okay, so like maybe some grapes, some nuts, because I'm not going to have time to be refilling it all day long. So I just put out stuff, because my sample sale is usually on a Friday from 10 to 7, and on a Saturday from 10 to 1. And that's what I typically do, and I'm usually working later than 7. So, because I have people calling me, can I come? Can I come? Yes. And then I usually do a big cake, and it says, thank you for an awesome year. And I just put that on the table, and so they can come and have their refreshments and what have you. I have some women that just come to eat. That's all they do, they come to eat. And I'm okay with that. I've got some little old lady friends of mine that I've met through church, and they just come to eat. And I'm okay, we just love visiting with them, so that's good too. Anyway, another thing that I've done in the past, but I could not get in the attic this year, dadgummit. I couldn't get in the attic to get my purses down, and what I do is I do a pick a purse, and I have purses out on the table, and when they book their show, they get to pick any purse they want. And so that's something fun that I've done in the past, and that works out really well for me too. So, but be flexible with your times that you allow people to come. Because I was really flexible with mine, and I'll tell you why in just a minute. Because I'm going to give you some statistics, and then you can ask me some questions if you want. Approximately 35 to 40 women typically attend. That's just approximate. I sold over $3,000 in retired items. And I also received a total of 8 bookings. 2 were pre-bookings, people that couldn't come, they emailed me and said, hey, I want to do a show, blah, blah, blah. 2 came from people that brought friends. I didn't even know them. 2 people booked from that. I also got an additional booking yesterday because a lady that couldn't come, she didn't have a show. I'm like, cool beans. And then the other 3 were past customers and stuff. So anyway, so 8 bookings, I'm happy with that. That helped jumpstart my business. That was my whole main goal for doing it in September, so I could fill my October, November, and December. So I was happy with that. I also signed up 2 people the night of my sample sale. What happened is I did a special. Like I said, I was in desperate need of points. And you can do this, you can change this up a little bit to fit your life or whatever, but this is what I did. If they got into Premier, I paid their $3.95, but they had to buy a kit because I knew I would get points on the kit. So I didn't care about the $3.95. I just wanted to sign somebody up so they could buy a kit and I would get double points for it. Okay. However, what ended up happening was I had a girl call that I had shared Premier with prior to this about 3-4 months ago. And somebody had called her that was at my sample cell and told her that I was doing a $3.95 special. And she called and said she wanted to sign up on the phone. And I hadn't seen her that day. And so she signed up. Well, as soon as I hung up from her, another girl called that had been at the sample cell. And she had checked no on her registration form and everything because I'd already looked at my registration forms. And she says, I just talked to my husband and he thinks I'd be good at this. She goes, well, I want to sign up. Okay. So yeah, I sponsored two that night. So, you know, the God is good, I tell you what. So anyways, that was really good. Also, I had a lady call me the following day after the sample cell, and she said, hey, on Monday, can I bring one of my coworkers from work? We've only got about 30 minutes. We're going to be on our lunch break. Can I come? And she asked me if I still have my stuff out. I said, no, but it's in trays. You're welcome to come and just go through my trays. So she came on our lunch hour. They were there about 30 minutes, and I sold another $200 worth of stuff. I love that. And then I had a lady, she's one of my oldest hostesses. She's 87 years old. Her name is Charlene Peakston, and she's from Lake Texoma. And she had a friend that brought her down to see me because she loves me. I found out I was in her will that night. That was very exciting, too. Yeah, we've been friends a long time. Anyway, it's a story that goes with it. Anyway, and then her friend bought $160 worth of stuff. I was like, oh my stars. So that was really good. She just came to see me more or less. And so anyways, her husband's name is Pinky and he's 95. But we met him at church. I love him. Anyway, but that's, my sample cell is fabulous. I have a good time. We just enjoy it so much. And I'm so glad that I got to do it. I also sent Julie my invitation. I sent that to you, so if anybody wants to see it, they can see that too. So I just make it fun and exciting, and I do a big prize to get them excited, and then they love the tickets and all the things that go along with my day. So that's pretty much it in a quick synopsis of 10 minutes. And so anyway, so if y'all have any questions, I'll be around. So let me know. Thank you.